Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? Welcome to Bree Lawrence's Plants and Gardening. I come in today to share with you all my Phalaenopsis orchid, and I also want to come in and say Happy 2021. We all are going to have a wonderful, beautiful year, and I am so excited to see what this year to come to bring. And here we go, guys. So here's my phal. This is a small phal, and I had this phal for approximately about a year and a half, and it has put out a lot of new growth. You see it put out a lot of new roots, a lot of aerial roots, and it's pretty happy. I have to change the media. I gave her a water about a few days ago. You can see it's still moist down there. The roots are nice and healthy. It's a lot more roots outside, area roots, than it is roots inside the pot here. I also want to share with you all, she is putting out buds. Yes, we should be expecting some flowers any day now. She have a small bud blast right here, but that's okay. It comes from me not putting the plant back immediately after, like, the plant has finished draining. You have to put it back in the same position, which keeps it from the buds from blasting. So, but that's fine. Sometimes you lose one or two, but we have plenty of buds. So we still have a nice display coming. Over here, I wanted to share with you all this orchid. I found this orchid at my local grocery store. It was in flower, and it was on clearance. It had a little pretty flower. Excuse me, guys. It had a pretty flower on it. No more blooms on this one. And I found her on clearance for $3.49. It was reduced to. And I will only get Phalaenopsis if they're on clearance and marked down pretty low, because some places want to give you plants that are extremely on their deathbed, and you can't do anything with them, and they have them marked up extremely high. And I feel like at the place where I get find my orchids at, they reduce them down at a reasonable and fair amount, especially for the health. If you're going to mark them down where somebody can at least take care of the plant, not taking home a sick plant that could possibly make their other plants sick. So I really do appreciate that my local grocery store for doing that, for us plant lovers. So, yeah, this plant is pretty healthy. It has, let's see if we can show you, if I can show you the roots. Got a nice amount of roots in here. Not too bad. They don't look too bad looking. It's in bark, of course. I prefer bark and a little bit of mix of moss in there to keep it from drying out too much. Especially you need that moss in the summertime when it's a little more warmer in the house. Even though it's warm And then in the wintertime too, because it's really dry in here right now. And I notice my phals are drying out extremely fast. So I have to keep an eye on them. Like I was telling one of my subscribers, we said, you know, I found that I'm gonna tag your name in the title of the video. I can't remember the name right now. I'm having a brain fart, but we were saying that I didn't want to offend nobody, but we were saying that we tend to neglect the Phalaenopsis tend to do better when you neglect them a little bit. Like, not neglect them where they're looking all shriveled or anything, but where you just don't pay them a mind, because you tend to pay Phalaenopsis a little bit too much mind, they tend to get problems, you know. And I mean, like, you're giving them too much water. You know, I treat them like a succulent almost, you know. And like between the succulent and your pseudobulb type orchids, I put it in between there, but more towards a succulent side, because you letting them dry out, but you're not letting them dry where they're shriveling. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you see the media be dry, but the plant is not ready to be watered yet, you know. And it also depends on the type of year. When you think about that, you have to switch up your waterings with these with plants in general, and especially your phals. So with a little bit of neglect, they grow, you know, they grow good. And when I mean, like, I shouldn't say, well, look, don't tend to them. Like, don't baby them. Don't baby the plant. And watching them in every 5 or every so often. Just let them breathe. I say, I probably won't look at the plant for like 2 weeks. And then I go check and see if the plant need watering. And that's what been helping with keeping this plant alive, because I kill phals left and right. And I also now, like I said in my previous video, I pay attention more to where I'm watering. I had a little trouble keeping the water from the stem right here. You want to it's not just that, this is where their food source come out, their roots. You know, you got to protect that. So I try to practice, and practice make perfect, because I have it down. I mean, you might have an accident here too, but you also can put paper down here if you get water down in these creases. But it's important to get that water from out of there, or as much as you can, where the plant, it won't suffer. So I try to get that water down in here, nowhere near up here, every time I water, each and every time. And that's why I'm telling you guys, you know, because I know I'm not the only one that had a problem. At first I thought I could never grow these particular plants, but I feel more confident now with a lot of practice and, you know, paying attention to the plant's needs. And, you know, environment is everything. Because what works in my environment probably won't work in yours as good. You know, so that's why, you know, we have our busy lives, and, you know, we still have other things to do besides, you know, watch our plants. But we also love our plants. So we got to keep in mind that you got to watch for what they need too. So, yeah, so I'm here coming in, sharing with you guys a new vlog. I missed you all. And, you know, the baby and I and my daughter, we are fine. We're doing really good. He's growing. He's 2 months now. He'll be 3 months on the 4th of February. Yeah, he was born on November 4th, 2020. So, and my little girl, she's 6. She'll be 7 this year. So, and I just had a birthday pass on January 6th. So, yeah, it's been a fun month for us, and a nice, wonderful year. Everything is going awesome, and I hope everything is going well with you guys. And I would like to know how your New Year's been for you, how everything been going with you and your family, or whatever you would like to talk about. If you have questions about your plants, any plants, I don't just talk about orchids. I open to help with any type of plant. If we have to do research together and find out what's going on with your plant, I feel free to ask, because I don't mind. I read all the comments, and I try to get back to you as soon as I can. So, thank you guys, and I am signing off. I have new videos to come. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for future updates. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye now.